Alright, y'all. ZZ the King. Like and subscribe. I had some scheduling conflicts yesterday, so I couldn't get to this video. So today, I'm just gonna basically double dip. Starting off Body Horror Week with the original 1986 Fly. Well, I could take that back. It's not original. This is a remake from the book from 1957. Let me take a look at the notes. George Langley is the writer and creator of the book The Fly, and it was depicted in a movie in 1958 when the book came out in 57, and it was readapted into 1986. Now, this cast is a nice, lovely cast, but it's only a few cast members that really get the screen time, and it's the great, the wonderful Jeff Goldblum. He's Seth Bundle. We got David Cronenberg. He the writer and producer in this movie, but he also some kind of like gene genetic scientist. Then we got the fine ass Gina Davis. This is Veronica. And that's the cast basically. Veronica has a love interest kinda sorta before she falls for Jeff Goldblum. And I'ma get to the synopsis real quick, cause this movie to me, I seen this as a kid. This was not scary to me, but it was perfect for a sci-fi horror. And I'm going to tell you why. Jeff Goldblum is some kind of eccentric, scientist. He working with genes, trying to, make his patent a reality to make him a worldwide famous, Einstein type of scientist. So he had meetings and rallies with scientists, and he politicking, trying to get people to see his experiment. He blows people away with the things he know and his knowledge, but he kind of like arrogant. He eccentric. He, scientists supposed to be lame, laid back, smart, quiet, where he more like a rock star. It ain't like outwardly he doing crazy shit through the movie, but you could see he different from his colleagues. They all buttoned up. He come in with the black leather jacket off the bike. Jeff Goldblum is the man, and it's hard to call him Seth, but I'm gonna try my hardest. Jurassic Park got me messed up with him. So the movie ain't really, like I said, this is not a horror movie where he turns into the Fly and just gets to killing people off. It's a slow burn for me personally, and it's fucking disgusting. I'm not gonna lie. It's a scene in a movie where he tried his he built these big pods where he want to take a nuclear molecular person or body and transform it. He trying to teleport it. He not trying to morph animals and make some kind of monster. So he tries the baboon as a test subject. And I'm talking about, it was all split up, nasty, cut up, just deformed, mutated, horrible. I think when I heard this from people throughout the times, it supposed to have been a more gruesome scene that they basically, it was so gruesome they had to turn it into the scene it became with the baboon. But that was like, whoa. But you see, some of his technology and some of his stuff is actually working. So like a mad scientist, like Frankenstein and all those other movies, Jeff Goldblum makes himself the test subject, sort of like Spider-Man 1, where Osborn tested the goblins on himself, the goblin serum on himself. So he gets in a machine, and little to his beknownst, it's a little fly that's inside of the teleportation molecular machine with him. So as the transportation happened, yes, it's a success. He teleports from one area to the next. So this is groundbreaking, revolutionary, world-shattering, world-changing. This is a godly type of technology he done came up with. The problem with that is the Fly was in there. So now their chemical balance, and it show on the computer while he transporting, he don't see this, but the audience does. It has the Fly DNA and all that analysis in the human, which is him DNA, and it splices them together. So now he's a mutated. So now basically is when the movie gets horrifying to me. Throughout the movie, I'm talking about the special effects, the work, the prosthetics, the makeup was so brilliant to me. I get it's a 10 out of 10 makeup department. They should have won an Oscar for this. Because I'm telling you, smoke break. Jeff Goldblum to women of that era and maybe to women now was a nice, handsome sex symbol kind of guy for the late 80s, early mid 90s. They transformed this dude from a real life human to a real life human fly hybrid. I'm talking about it's a scene where he take on the biology of a human slash fly. So that means their stamina, their stickiness like spiders to crawl walls, all of the adaptations you would get from a fly. It's one scene where he in the bathroom, he noticing like pus bumps on his body. Like this is where like the fly wings and all the little tentacles and the, you know how flies are built, all the anatomy starts coming out of him. He started playing with his nail, not playing with it, but it's pussy and fat and swollen, and he just peels back his nail, and I'm talking about it's slimy and mucusy looking. Body horror at its best. I'm talking about it's gory to watch sometime. And throughout his transformation, it's good things at the very beginning. I kind of skipped ahead and I don't care. But at first, he getting the benefits of the fly, like super fast, super stamina. Like the Gina Davis character, Veronica comes over and he like, yeah, listen, this went from like a colleague, friend, person to where a sexual interest. Because they started going, I'm skipping over stuff. It ain't plot being bun, but they throughout the movie they going on not similar dates, but they going talking about experiments together, going to lunch, you know what I'm saying, doing research together. So when he show her the first person he shows his discovery to, it's a groundbreaking moment. It wasn't like he a fly and it's instantly you see the difference. He a normal human when he first tell her this. So they make love, and unlike a human, he got the love stamina of a fly, which means he ramming her all night. I didn't even know that, and I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. Back to where I was going though. It's just the first things he start to get heightened senses, all the good stuff of what a fly hybrid would be happens at the beginning. Then when the nail part I talked about earlier, when that start happening, it's like the last 20-30 minutes, the movie damn break down. Like he's morphing, he's transforming, he's like throwing up like a fly would do. They say flies eat, throw up, piss, shit all in the same time when they land on humans or whatever it may be. You know, some things you may know about a fly or not, the anatomy or how they live and get down. So the third act, the lady is just like her other colleague that he kind of like her. She kind of had a fling with him, but she don't really like him like that. They come to see Jeff Goldblum character and see the mutation, because throughout the movie his transformation is complete. He got the wings, the legs, the face. Jeff Goldblum is in full, I don't even know if it's him no more, it's prosthetics, it could be a man in a costume or whatever, but the third act is intense. He fighting the guy, he grab him with the superhuman fly strength, break his arm, he gurgitates, throws up on him. Like it turns dude from an asshole to the sympathetic figure, and Jeff Goldblum is the villain. So the third act, after I don't even know if he killed dude. I think he just broke his arm, fucked him up. She finally like have to kill him, stab him, and basically put him down out of his misery. But to keep the franchise moving, since they made love a few times, she's pregnant. And the build up for 2 is already there. We don't know if this is going to be an Aliens, Ellen Ripley busts out moment or a normal baby, but this movie to me is a pure body horror classic. If you want to go through body horror, I suggest this as probably your first option. And for me, I'm giving The Fly a fly 7 out of 10. I like this movie. It's still watchable. The science makes sense even in 2022. It holds up and I'm feeling it. And Jeff Goldblum and Gina Davis was one of my real favorite, you know what I'm saying, crushes as a kid, actors from the mid 90s. So I really like the cast, the movie, the plot, everything was set up. Like I said, it's a 7 out of 10. Check it out. The Fly, ZZ the King, like and subscribe, and I'm out. And like I said, I'll be back with a double dip from my scheduling conflicts the other day. ZZ the King, your favorite horror channel, and I'm out.